How's it going? Welcome to another episode of How To with RAEART. I'm your host, Aaron James Ray. Today we're going to be doing an abstract painting using textures with acrylic paints. So first off, the materials list. We need a canvas. So we got our canvas here stretched, triple primed, ready to go. I got this one at the dollar store. You can get them at any art store or craft store in your area, or online on eBay and such. Next thing we need is our paints. So we got an assortment of acrylic paints. I use the Liquitex Soft Body and some basics, whatever works for you guys. Next up, we got scissors so we can cut up some stuff. 3D glasses. What else? Some tin foil. We are going to be adding texture to this painting. These are tips and tricks on adding textures. Another thing we have is photographs. Try to find some old photographs you have laying around, something that's not too important, something that you don't mind cutting up. I use these for textures. So we got that. Piece of cardboard. I just found this laying around. We'll throw that in there. Some little pieces of wood. You can use any kind of wood. These are nice and thin. Good to throw in there. And why not throw some pennies in there as well, huh? Make it interesting. Have some fun with it, guys. Come on. And we got some rope. This I think is like hemp rope. It's pretty strong and durable. We'll be using this to build some lines. Alright guys, without further ado, let's get started. So I was thinking for this video I was going to do a funky little cat. Actually, let's start maybe this shape here because it has a hole in it. And I could see like a face. This could be like an eye. You guys seeing that? Okay, so what we do to get this piece done is I just use some old paint that I have laying around. What you do is you put it onto your cardboard, like so. Just kind of squeeze a whole bunch on there. There we go. So this is going to act like a glue. Take your paintbrush, like that. Push it around on here, right up to the edges. Okay, this is going to act like a glue. I guess you could use glue. Or some of the best things to use is gel mediums. They're quite expensive though at the art stores. And they're like a plastic based product. Great for textures and stuff like that. Well, you can achieve the same kind of textures using just globs of your paint. Okay, so we got that. We're going to stick that over here. Okay. Just kind of picture it in your mind how your cat's going to look. Okay. So remember, this has to dry. Another thing you could do, dab paint along the edges of your cardboard. Just put lots of paint in there. And we are doing a cat, so just keep that in mind while you're working, that you are creating a cool cat. Okay. Next off, let's start cutting up some of these photographs here. So what you want to do is look for something that's interesting. Kind of like this. I like this area. Take your fancy scissors and cut out, just cut out some random shapes. I'm going to do this shape here. And I'm going to slip it under here. Take some of your paint, squirt it on. I'm just using this acrylic paint because I extra tubes. I never really liked this stuff. So just paint on the back of your photograph, like I'm doing here. There we go. Next up, let's give this cat some ears. This looks cool right here, so I'm going to cut this out. There we go. So that's going to be ear right there. How's that sound, guys? Let's slap it down. So you don't have to apply too much acrylic paint, just enough to make it so it sticks. So I'm thinking a cat face like this. There will be the nose, eyeball in here. This will be a ear. Can you guys see it yet? See what I'm seeing? Do you see what I see? So what you want to do is get all your textures down first. The ones that you want, and you're going to have to let it dry for a long time. Now, let's throw a penny down, huh? Maybe that'll be the other eyeball. So let's add a little stick to this baby. So just slap that on here using your acrylic paint. There we go. And be creative, guys, with whatever ideas that you have. Now this could be a nose. I'm going to put it right here. Okay. There we have it. Okay, let's use this tin foil for front of the body here. So, let's paint this up. Tin foil is nice because it has a good texture. It's got a lot of weird bumps and scrapes and stuff. Put this down onto your canvas. Spread it around and lay it down. There we go. Take some more of your paint, kind of paint it around. Okay, so what we want to do is dip this, now that we've got our tin foil laid down. We're going to kind of work our way, make the face of our cat using the string. So just kind of put this in here. Just kind of paint on it. Like that. Can you guys see that? Shoot. Ah, shit. Just dump some paint on the damn thing. And then brush it in nicely. That'll do it. Okay, you'll expect a lot of mistakes to happen as you're working. That's just part of the pain in the ass that this painting can be. Just joking. So we got a string there. So that gives a definition of the line of the cat's face. So guys, let's let that dry for a little while and then we'll come back to it and then we'll start building this cat up. So it's very important that you let this dry for, I don't know, I'd say about half an hour to even an hour. How do you stop this effing thing? I left the painting to dry overnight because it wasn't completely dry. But now it is bone dry and ready to go. So next step is to paint this out. But first off, what we're going to do is I'm going to peel back some of this excess tin foil that I left here. Notice the nice line that we got here from the string we put down. So we're going to continue along that line. And your paint should kind of fall up against it. Okay guys, so what you want to do is just kind of paint this out, feel around how it might look good, and just have some fun with it for now. glasses that I had prepared. I was gonna throw them down right here. Well, you know what? I might be able to do it anyway. I kind of like it without it. So you be the best judgment on that decision. So anyway, guys, there you have it. Painting with textures using acrylic paints, making a funkadelic cat painting. But you guys can do whatever you like to paint. Try out some other characters. Maybe some abstract landscapes. Anyway, thanks for tuning in to another episode of How To with RAEART. Please subscribe and stay tuned for more coming up soon on the RAEART channel. Check out my website, raeart.ca, for my original paintings and artwork. Cheers. Thanks, guys. It's turned out cool.